Okay, hey y'all. Self-love is an appreciation of one's own worth or virtue. For example, or a quote says, self-love begins when we observe our actions and words with compassion as if we were our own best friend, from Sarah Bosworth. Another definition is proper regard for and attention to one's own happiness and well-being. A quote for that is, nurturing your body seems simple, but for me it is an extreme act of self-love, from Danielle de Etremont. Okay, so as you guys can tell, we're doing the definition of self-love, and we're doing a video on that today. So I have a broker interview. I'm a real estate agent in Texas, and I'm going to a broker interview today. So that is what my makeup is for. That's what I'm dressed for. And if you guys aren't following me on my Instagram already, definitely go ahead and do that. I'll leave it right here. And I love you guys. I'm so happy you're here. So if you're first time here, hey girl, and click the subscribe button if you like it. If you're returning, hey sis, and let's get into this self-love, huh? So first things first, I'm getting into So Chill by Morphe, and we're going into this neutral shade right here. First, I want to start off with my relationship with self-love. And honestly, I don't feel like it came until like the word got trendy. Like when everybody was like, treat yourself, and I was like, oh, I could treat myself too. I mean, I've always like, okay, let's not get it twisted. When I do these videos, this is like a therapy session for me. Like, I'm opening up. And so don't think that like a sis has like, you know, a horrible life or anything like that. Like, that's not the case. I just get to be honest with y'all, or I want to be honest with y'all, and hoping that you guys, in providing a safe space, can do the same with me. This color is a little bit darker than I want it to be. So anyway, my relationship with self-love is unique. I feel like I kind of talked about it in the self-confidence video because they definitely go hand in hand. But I value my train of thought. I will say that. I do love myself in that way. Like, I love myself in a lot of ways, but just to use that as an example, like, I think I'm a pretty smart individual. I don't know it all. Like, that's not what I'm trying to say. But I do feel like I'm pretty smart, and so I love like my thought process and how things work. And you guys should definitely like value that about yourself too. You know why? Because it is unique. Like, nobody else is going to, sure, they're like trends and like proven trains of thought, but nobody else is going to be able to put it together and, you know, like do it the way that you do it, because you're unique in that way. And another thing I liked about that definition is it used the word compassion towards oneself. Now that is an area I feel like I could definitely grow in, because as I talked about in the self-confidence video, I'm pretty hard on myself. And you know, sometimes it's just good, like throughout the day, let's say you got a whole bunch of stuff on your to-do list, it's good throughout the day to be like, you know what, if I don't get it all done today, I did the best I can do, and that's all that matters. So I'm about to go in with a crease shade, because it's a little, I want it to be a little bit more neutral than what it is. So I'm gonna buff it out with, this is the James Charles palette. This is the color all the way over here. Yeah, so I wanna like neutral this out. That's why I'm going in with this shade, because I don't want it to be like a nighttime look in the daytime, you know what I mean? I'm trying to make a good impression. Okay, so I'm gonna finish buffing this out, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna talk a little bit about you guys and what's your relationship. Like, I don't want these videos to be all negative. Like, please don't get what I'm saying twisted by that, because that's so far from the truth. And you know, a way that self-love kind of pans out too is the way that you like talk to yourself. I know I talk about this in all the self videos, but the way you talk to yourself is so invaluable, sis. Like, you have to be kind to yourself. You have to like give yourself grace. You really do. Like, if you don't give yourself grace right now, sis, you're missing out. Okay, that's as dark as I want to go. Okay, next I'm going with Burnt Orange from ABH Modern Renaissance. So on to y'all. How do y'all feel like, first of all, have you ever taken like an honest look at your self-love? And like, what ways do y'all do that? Because another way I self-love is, baby, I be taking good baths. Like, if you're my friend, you know this. Like, I will take a bath for, not if you're my friend, some people know this. Like, I'll take a bath for like 45 minutes to an hour and just soak, like, because I feel like my brain can be clear there. Like, nobody's really gonna bother me. I don't really talk on the phone too much when I take a bath. Like, I just be trying to have time to myself. So is y'all's like self-love any type of like retail therapy? Is it face mask? Is it getting your nails done? Like, what is it for you? And then definitely make sure you're incorporating that. Like, I'm not a mom yet, but I have a friend, but she's a very good friend of mine that is a mom, and like, she tells me frequently that's the area that she struggles in. And so I know with myself being young, like, I have an advantage to that, but it's just something that I don't want to take for granted. And so going back in with that lighter shade again, it's something I don't want to take for granted. We're kind of blending up that pink color just a little bit. The burnt orange, it's really orange. It's something I don't want to take for granted. I know I said that 5 million times, but incorporate something. Like, let's say this week, like, you're like, dang, it can be words of affirmation. What is your love language? Are you representing your love language to yourself? Questions. Like, baby, we be so worried as women, and men too, like, about taking care of other people. Who's taking care of you? Who's loving you? Self-care and self-love, it is an act of care to love yourself. It's an act of love to care for yourself. That's what it is. It's an act of love to care for yourself. Okay, I'm going to take like an icy blue and put it on the inner part of my eye. So to base it, I really think I'm gonna take a mix of that light color and then the burnt orange, because they kind of go together, and put that really all over my crease. I wasn't gonna do it at first, but I did. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I want the blue to have like a base so it's not see-through. But then I'm going to mix a golden color and an icy blue color together and kind of put that on top. Yes. And actually, I'm gonna wet my brush. I know this video is a little bit longer than what I normally do, but I'm liking it. Okay. So again, I'm doing like a warm, yeah. I'm doing like a warm gold and a blue, icy blue mix. So I want it to, okay, yes ma'am. And then as I go up, I'm just gonna take that warm color. When I come back, we're going to recap and put on my lashes, put on a lip. But I love you guys, and I'm so grateful that like I have a space that I'm able to talk, because not everybody is able to have a good girlfriend, have a confidant, have some place that they can talk to. And I want to make this very clear, like, you guys can always send me emails, we can always have a conversation in the comments, and like I want you guys to know that you have a safe space in me and on this channel, and that it reflects in the comments as well. So please be sweet to everybody. Everybody's going through something, and there's no need to like belittle somebody or act like it's not a big deal, or everybody has their varying degree of situation and they deserve the respect of having it. So love you guys, and we'll be back for the finishing touches. So lashes time. So this is the finished look. How do you guys feel? Is this I'm not really going for an interview, but like kind of sort of. So would you guys wear this look? Is this something you would try? Again, it's kind of like a neutral look. I want it to be, you know, kind of still daytime appropriate, because it is like 7 o'clock in the morning right now. My meeting's at 11, but still, would you guys try it out? Definitely let me know in the comments. And again, to just wrap up today's video, self-love is so important, guys, and I want to make sure that you guys are loving yourself as I'm working on loving mine. We're both wonderful, we're all wonderful individual people, and we have so much to contribute, and that should be your thought process towards yourself all the time. So I love you guys, and I thank you guys so much for watching another video. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the comments. Bye.